Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. So this afternoon we come to English section. Okay, so we'll start on 3:35. Okay, so we wait for another 5 minutes.
你啲阿撈係咩嘢啊？
Okay, we wait for another 5 minutes, then we start. Good afternoon, everyone. I saw some of the name. Morning section, I think you already joined. So for afternoon section, so we'll conduct in English. So easier for some others to know how to setting, then how they can start their e-invoice straight away. Okay, so we'll start 3:35. So in this section, we'll talk about how to do a setting in Autocount, and then how you can issue a e-invoice from Autocount system. So those not related to Autocount, like maybe you want to ask how to do cell bill in this scenario, you want to do cell bill or not, we are not covered. So we want to help all of you can start e-invoice. Very simple. Okay, so you don't need like haywire day, don't know how to start. So if you look for Chinese section, you can just go for our Facebook. Then in this morning, we already finished the Chinese section, so you can go and find and have a look. So morning, everyone. 3:32. So we wait another 3 minutes, then we start. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Jenny. Jane again. This morning I saw you. Aisha, good afternoon. One more minute, then we start. I don't want to waste your time. So you need to prepare your invoice and you need to do your e-invoice. But then many people facing an issue, don't know why get wrong. Good afternoon, Wins. Okay, let me share my screen. We may start. Okay. So those who want to listen for in Chinese, so you can go for our Facebook, iSoft. Okay, so you can look for the Chinese section. This morning we already conduct a Chinese section. Okay, so now we conduct another for English section. Okay, 3:35. So we start now. So good afternoon, everyone. My name is Eddie from iSoft Business Solution. So in this morning, actually, we already conduct a section for a Chinese section. Because this morning, actually, a lot of call asking how come there's no come out e-invoice, how come there's no valid status. Okay, so we straight away to conduct online to make you all more easy to understand how you can issue an e-invoice from Autocount system. Okay, so I don't waste your time, so it's just start now. So first, if you already have a version 2.2, and then you must go and enable your e-invoice function. So how to enable? You can just go on top. There's a e-invoice setting. So inside this e-invoice setting, you can see there's an enable feature. You can just click on the setting. So inside here, you can see that if you haven't enabled, so you can straight away to enable now. And you can see there will be a starting date from 1st of July. So once you enable, actually system also enable for allow interim relation period until 31st December. Because every phase, LCN actually give you 6-month grace period, relation period. So meaning that in this 6 months, you actually can do consolidate. So if you don't want to do consolidate, okay, hold on. Hold on, I pass the host to my colleague first. Okay. Okay, so I transfer to my colleague. Okay, let's continue now. So once you enable your July invoice, and then you may see that there's a allow interim relation period 6 months. So if your if your company don't need to have interim relation period, you want every invoice direct submit to HDN, so you just disable this function. Meaning that later on, when you get a tin from your customer, and then system will direct submit to HDM, okay, without doing consolidate. Okay, so after you've done this, the next one you need to know is this one, default classification code. Every e-invoice, you must fill in the classification. Inside here, they got 45 classification. So you have to select based on your product, okay, based on your scenario to select which classification you use. So from this e-invoice setting, you actually can set the default classification, meaning that overall my product, okay, I'm selling is under others. So I can just select others in this default classification here. So if let's say there's some other item is different from this 022, you actually can default inside your individual item. You can just close it. After this, you can just go to the stock item maintenance. If some of my item is different classification, you can just go inside your individual items and then you can just edit, and you can set, okay, this individual item. Just now my default is 022, but this one maybe is 003. So I just default this item is 003. Then just okay. The rest, like this one is 022, you don't need to do any setting. Just leave it like this. No need to set any classification inside. Okay, so meaning that later on, if you didn't set any classification, system will follow your default classification. So default classification, this one. Okay, so this is the first setting you need to do. So after you complete this one, the next you need to do is, because you need to link to the My Invoice portal. So how to link to a My Invoice portal? You can click on this e-invoice status. This one, active e-invoice on AIP server. So you just click in. Please make sure you already have a AIP ID, product ID, company name, TIN number, and business registration number. If you don't have, what you need to do is you can just click on the right hand side, click for update TIN. You click on update TIN, okay, system will give you a blank one. Please fill in your company TIN number, business registration number, MSIC code, company name, phone number, address, postal code, country, email address, city, and state. So once you finish done, you can just save it, and then it may appear over here, the name, TIN number, and a BRN number. Okay, so the next, you need to get a client ID and a client secret if you want to link to My Invoice portal. So many people don't know that, how to get the TIN number, okay, how to get this client ID and client secret. So very simple, you just log into the My Tax. Okay, I just show you. You just log into the My Tax. Okay, so once you log in the My Invoice portal, okay, then you log into the My Invoice portal. So this one you must register. So once you register, you go to the right hand side, there's an icon. You go to the View Tax Profile. Okay, in here, you just scroll down. You can see that there's you have to do two things over here. One is called intermediary. Okay, intermediary. And this is also happened this morning. Many users come out an error message 403 for the bit. Why? Because you are set wrong. So how to set the correct one? You go and edit. If you already set, you go and edit your existing one. Okay, so please make sure you fill in the Autocount TIN number, business registration number, and name. And please make sure this is the active one. And you continue. And please set the correct date. Meaning that if you start, okay, you register today's, you start, put today's date. Okay, so you put today's date, represent to, you can put as long as you want. Why? Because if you put only 1 year, after 1 year, you have to remember, come back and change yourself. So it's better you can put a longer date. So to avoid, you have to remember, come back and change yourself. And the next, very important, this one, permission. Please open all the permission, okay, to let Autocount to help you to submit the document, to cancel the document. For all, please enable. And then you can save it. Okay, so this is the intermediary. The next one, ERP. You can click on the ERP. Okay, so how to add? You just register. Okay, you just click on the register, and then you give a name. Like for example, today you are using Autocount, right? You just give a name called Autocount. Okay, maybe you can put like Autocount E-invoice. It's up to you. And the secret expired, same as just now. How long you will be using this serial number? So normally we will tell you that please choose the longest. Why? Because 1 year later, you choose 1 year. So 1 year later, you have to come back and change yourself. So it's better you put the longest, 3 years. After this, you can just click on register. So once you register, system will give you a client ID, client secret. So please click the copy button to copy out this. So once you copy this, you can go back to the Autocount system. You can just paste client ID and the client secret over here. Okay, Autocount only use client ID and client secret one only. Once you fill in, and then you just click on active. Okay, so once complete, they will prompt you that you already linked to the My Invoice portal. So this is the first setting you need to do. So after done this, actually you already can start to issue e-invoice to your customer. And please remember also, you have to register your e-invoice license as well. So e-invoice license means that just now this is client ID and client secret. So if you already purchased the Autocount E-invoice module license, please provide your vendor, your company name, TIN number, and business register number. Ask them to register the license for you. How to register? Okay, so I will show in the video, not showing here, okay? Because now you don't need license, you actually can issue invoice. So once you've done this, then you can start to issue invoice. The next you need to know is how you can get the TIN number from your customer. Like for example, today's I want to generate an e-invoice, then we need to get the TIN number from customer. So how to get the TIN number? Okay, very simple. Like for example, this one, iSolve Business Solution. This is my customer. Okay, if you want to use a system to get a TIN number, you need to do is you just edit, and then you click on this one, get TIN from AIP server. You click on get TIN from AIP server. First, you can try to search if this customer previously there's a supplier asking them to fill in, and the supplier also using the AutoCount. Maybe your customer already saved the information inside the AutoCount. So when you search, it will come out the name. Okay, so if no, you can just click on this request company tax info. You click on this request company tax info. Okay, here your email, meaning that you need to fill in your email. Okay, your company email. Why you need to fill in your company email? Because later on, when your customer fill in for you, you will receive a notification to tell you that this customer already fill in for you. So once you fill in, after this, you just click on get link. So once you click on get link, yes, system will generate a link for you. So you can just copy this link and you can just WhatsApp to your customer, or you can email the link to your customer. Please take note, one customer, one link. Okay, meaning that every customer, the link is different. So you don't copy the same link to different customer. Okay, after that, okay, so once your customer get the link, right, when they open the link, so what they can see your company name. Okay, so after this, they just fill in, okay, their information. Like for example, I just show you. Okay, so I just fill in the information, and then they just fill in their TIN number. Please make sure, okay, they have to fill in all. If no, they are not allowed to save. MSIC, phone number, address, okay. Okay, they can just simply fill in. But of course, later on, if you want to submit an e-invoice, they will show you that it's invalid. Okay, so this is just to show you that how you can get your customer TIN and how you can send link to your customer to fill out for you. So once done, you just click on submit. Okay, once submit, actually your customer will receive an email to fill in the verification. Okay, so I just wait for email to get the verification, then we only can continue. Yeah, wrong. I fill in the wrong email. My email is not this. Okay, I just change again. And I resubmit again. Okay, so your customer, you'll do same as like what I'm doing now. They'll receive an email to confirm. Okay, so I just fill in the verification. Once done, I just submit. So once submit, your company will receive an email to notify you that this customer, iSolve Business, already sent to you. After you get an email, what you need to do is you can just back to the customer. Okay, you back to this customer. Okay, so I just close first. I just open back this customer. Just now is this one, iSolve Business Solution. You just open and you click on edit again. You click this one, get TIN from AIP server. So once you click this get team from AIP server, system will automatically capture the information filled in by your customer. So once here, you can do any changes you want. Like for example, I want to add more, okay? You can just change whatever. So if your customer fill in back, the tin is wrong, when you click on save, actually auto count, okay, will send through the LHDN to do a checking whether this tin is correct or wrong. So if wrong, it will prompt you like this, okay? This tin is not past the verification. So meaning that your customer provide you a wrong tin number or the wrong business user number. So what you need to do is you may ask your client, okay, please provide the correct number. But before that, if you don't care, actually you can just click on yes to save it. Okay, if you don't care, you actually can save. So after that done, I just save. Like this, already saved. So once I already get all this information, then you can start to issue your invoice or cash sale. So let's show you how to issue the invoice. Okay, so you just open a new one. You can see there's a draft. Okay, so draft means that you can choose once you already enable the e-invoice feature, right? So you can set your user actually can they direct submit to the LHDM. If yes, they can direct approve. If no, okay, you can set the user only can save to the draft. Okay, let me show you. Like for example, just now the iSoft business. Once I select this customer, you can see that the TIN number is already come out. And you can just continue. If you already set the default classification, system will automatically capture the default classification. Once you choose a product, system will follow the product classification. Okay, so those different you can set inside your item. Those system will follow the item. Those without setting, system will follow the default setting. So once you're done, then you can just approve. So once you approve, system will direct submit to LHCM. So you can see that there's a showing that is pending. Okay, so you can refresh. After that, it'll be complete. You can see here, okay, so if you fill in the wrong information, they are pretty much like this. Like the postal code, okay, the length is 5, but you fill in more than 5. So it's not allowed. So what you need to do is, you can click in, okay, you can click in this TIN number, and you can just edit. Okay, so you just fill in, or you can just change. And you save again, okay, and then you can save to submit again. Okay, but finally this one, okay, once you resubmit again, this one will be filled. Why? Because the TIN number just now already say that it's not past the LHCN verification. Okay, you can see that the buyer TIN is invalid. But if your client don't want to provide you the correct one, it doesn't matter. You can just print this invoice to your client. Okay, just the difference is it won't show you any QR. Okay, it won't show you any QR code below. Okay, so when you preview, they won't have any QR code below. So if no QR, how? So next month, before 7th of month, you just do a consolidate. So let me show you. If let's say you get a correct TIN, what will happen? You can choose another customer. If let's say this TIN is correct one, I just choose the items again. Okay, so after this, I just approve again. Okay, so once I approve, they'll do a submission again. Okay, so you can see that it's already submitted. Okay, and you can see that it's already valid, and it'll tell you that how many hours you still can cancel. So when you print, okay, you can just double click in first. You can have a look. This is a valid e-invoice. Okay, so when you go and print, you can preview, and you can choose this one, Malaysia e-invoice format. Okay, so I just preview to show you. So once this is a valid e-invoice, then it'll show you the QR code. You can scan this QR code, or you can just click this QR code. It'll bring you to show you that what is the invoice number, and this is a valid e-invoice. And your company name, your customer name, and your submission time. Like for example, I just submit on 3:52. Okay, so this is the information you can see when you scan this QR code. So this is how you use the system to do the e-invoice. If let's say today's you already set the interim relation period. Some of the user actually like this. They already setting that they start from July and there's already enable the interim relation period until December. So if you enable this interim relation period, okay, so what will happen? Let me see. Let me show you. So you see, once I choose the customer again, and then I continue do the same things, okay, and I just approve to submit. So once I submit, you will see that there is no status to tell you that they will submit to SDM. There's only approve. Okay, customer asks, you may ask, how come there's no status over here? Okay, because this one you already said you got an interim relation period until December 31st. So meaning that from 1st July until 31st December, whenever invoice with TIN number or without customer TIN number, system won't submit to LHDN for verification. Okay, so what you need to do, if let's say today's, I want to straight away to start now, then you need to do is you uncheck this one. Okay, you uncheck this allow interim relation period and you just click OK. Okay, so once you click OK, your existing invoice, they will not submit again. Okay, so your existing invoice, how to do? You can just edit your existing invoice and then you go on top, there's an edit, there's a consolidated e-invoice. You just untick this consolidated e-invoice, then you just save it. So once you save, system will do a submission now. You can see that there's a pending. Okay, after that, submitted, and you may wait a few seconds later. Actually, they'll approve your invoice. So this is the difference between if you already set the interim relation period, Autocount, they won't submit for you. Okay, so this is what's the difference. And the next one, if let's say today's, many of you may be using Cash-Sell. Okay, if you are using a Cash-Sell, how you can issue the e-invoice to your customer? As we know that, if I'm using a Cash-Sell, okay, like for example, Yvonne, okay, I choose another one is, okay, you can see that Cash-Sell. Normally, we are using the Cash-Sell to do, right? Then we only change the name. Let's say today I want to issue a Cash-Sell to Eddie. Okay? Okay, so I just confirm. So I just cash, make payment. Right? This is what you do, right? But then like this, of course, there's no TIN number. Then you can't generate e-invoice. If let's say today's your client tell you that I need e-invoice. So what you need to do? Do I need to create an individual customer for this customer? The answer is no. You need to do is you just go to your debtors maintenance. You go to your Cash-Sell account. You just edit. And then you just enable this one, Cash-Sell debtors. So you just take your Cash-Sell as Cash-Sell debtors. So what will happen is once I enable this Cash-Sell debtors, if this customer requests for e-invoice, you just go inside, you just edit. You can see here there's a TIN is not specific, right? You just click the TIN is not specific, and then you're able to choose the TIN number. Or if this is a new one, you can just click on add new. Then you can get the TIN number, business registration number, everything's from your client. If let's say your client provide you a QR code, okay, nowadays that we know that My Invoice portal actually can generate a QR code, or you can download My Invoice app. Inside the apps, actually you can get a QR code. So if let's say client provide you a QR code, how? You actually can ask the user to send you a QR code, and then you can just go to the tools, the text, tax entity maintenance, you can see here there's a function called import QR code. You just click import QR code. Okay, if your client send you the QR code, so you just select the picture file. So once you select and open, system will read through all the information inside this QR code and to provide you all the information. Please remember, this QR code function only available on version 2.2 revision 29. So if you want to use the QR code function, please upgrade to revision 29. So you don't need to key in yourself. Just ask your client, provide you a QR code, then you can straight away update to the system. Okay, so once done, okay, let us go back to just now the cash sale. Just now say that TIN is not specific, right? You can just click in, then you can choose from the list. Okay, if this customer is your existing customer, you already have a TIN number, you just pick. If no, you can just click on add new. Okay, so after this, you just click OK. So you may see that the TIN number will come out and they'll come out the name. So confirm, you just click on cash again. And then just fill in the amount and just click OK. Okay, so once you click OK, this cash sale, we will do submission to the LHDM. Okay, so you can see that submitted and just waiting for approve. So you can see that now it's already become a valid e-invoice. So valid e-invoice, you just preview and you can just choose the format with Malaysia e-invoice. You just click OK. Okay, so you can see that this invoice already have a QR code, although this is a cash sale customer. Okay, you no need to create individual debtors code for this customer. Just add in a new TIN number for this customer will do. Okay, so this is how you're going to do the cash sale. So the next one, if let's say we know that after submit the e-invoice, valid e-invoice, you are not allowed to do amend, right? So in revision 29, we actually allow you to edit. So meaning what? Like for example, today's just now I already submitted this invoice. Okay, 1st July, this amount, and I found that description is wrong or the quantity or the price is wrong. You actually can amend yourself. Meaning that I can change that the price. Okay, I want to change the price. Now you are allowed to change the price. So once done, you just click save. Okay, actually the system will prompt you that your this invoice already e-invoice. If you want to submit again, we will cancel your existing invoice and resubmit again. So if you confirm, you just click yes. Okay, you just fill in the reason. Okay, maybe this is a wrong price. I just fill in this is a wrong price. Okay, what? Remember, whatever info you key inside these notes, later on you will submit to LHDN as well. Okay, so please key in the correct reason. Okay, confirm, and then this invoice will resubmit to LHDN. Okay, so you can see that now it's already submitted and now already valid and the price to become 2,500. So let's go back to the My Invoice portal, have a look how it look like. Okay, so we go to the My Invoice. Okay, hold on, I change back. So we go back to the My Invoice portal and then we come to the document. Okay, so you can see that this invoice number 25, there's two records. You can see here, the first and the third one is the same invoice number. But when you click the last one, the third one, you may see that this invoice already cancelled. You see that the reason is already cancelled. And whatever reason you key, they are submitted to LHDM. So you can see here, wrong price. Okay, so and you can see that the wrong price, right? Just now the first time I submitted 2,200. Okay, so let's go back to see another document. So when you see the first one, just submitted, you click in and you can see that there will be a same invoice number. And then this is a valid invoice. And we can scroll down and have a look. This one, they'll show that is 2,500. Okay, so you just use a revision 29. You are allowed to amend your existing document and system will do the resubmit for you. And you can see that there's a e-invoice status over here to show you that how many hours you still can cancel your invoice. We know that you can cancel within 72 hours. If let's say this one I want to cancel, okay, you can see that there's a value still got 66 hours. How you going to cancel? You can just double click in. You confirm you want to cancel. You can just go on the home page and you can just click on void. So void, confirm, yes. You just fill in the reason, okay? Wrong amount, for example. I just click in and I just okay. Then system will submit this one to become a cancel invoice. Okay, so this is how you're going to do if you want to key in and you want to cancel the invoice. And please remember, if this invoice cancel, you are not allowed to reuse the same number. And one more thing, you have to know that once you enable the e-invoice function, system will automatically enable another function. We call that approval, okay, approval workflow. So in this approval workflow, system will automatically enable all the document. Okay, some will say that, hey, how can my delivery order, okay, by right, you can see that all is ticked. Some will say that, how can my delivery order, I need approval. You see that when you go to the sales delivery order, when you go in new, you can see that there's a approve function for delivery order. Okay, so if let's say you don't need approval for quotation, you don't need approval for sales order, you don't need approval for delivery order, you can close the function by yourself. You just go back to the tools option, approval flow, you just uncheck, okay, those you don't need approval, because default, those invoice credit note, you must approve. Okay, so non-related, you can uncheck yourself. Okay, all this I don't need, you can uncheck yourself. Okay, so once I uncheck, I just okay, and I go back to the DO again. You can see that they won't have any draft, they won't have any approve function over here. Okay, so this one you can do yourself. Non-related e-invoice, you can disable the approval. And one more thing, please take note, once you enable your e-invoice function, under the approval flow, system will default, okay, you have 10 days. Okay, if you submitted the document is a draft, within the 10 days, your management must approve your document. If your management didn't approve your document will become expired. So once expired, you are not allowed to resubmit, not allowed to cancel, not allowed to reuse this document number. If you need more time, please go and change the setting yourself. Meaning that default 10 days, I want more time. You can put 99, it's up to you. You want to put 999, it's up to you. Okay, the max you can put 999. Just okay. Okay, so if you think you worry, okay, my management, okay, forgot go and approve, or sometime management go out, okay, oversee, okay, so they cannot approve, have to wait them to come back, then you better go and change. If you didn't change, after expired, you can't change anything. Okay, you won't able to reuse the number yourself, or you won't able to cancel or change to others. Okay, so this is a setting you need to know before you start your e-invoice. So if today you're already facing this issue, all this, actually you just follow all the steps just like I mentioned to you. Actually, you already able to submit your e-invoice. So this is how I want to show you. So if you got any doubt, you got any question, you may ask now. Today's I will not cover how to do sell bill. I just want you all able to do a submission for your e-invoice today. Okay, so if you have a question, you may ask now. Okay, so if you want to register your e-invoice license, please provide your vendor, your company name, your TIN number, your business registration number, so they can help you to register your e-invoice license. Okay, consolidate. Consolidate. Okay, I will show you. Like for example, many people are asking, like this kind of invalid how, invalid how. So you don't need to worry about the invalid because next month you need to do consolidate. When you do consolidate, system will submit all this invalid to become a consolidate. How to do consolidate? Very simple. You just go to the e-invoice. There's a consolidate e-invoice function. Inside this consolidate, you just click a new. Okay, you just choose the date range you want. So based on LHDN, they tell you that every month you do one consolidate. Okay, but from here, you're able to choose the date range yourself. Like for example, okay, and here, some may ask, I don't know, cash sale, do I need to do console? Credit note, is it I need to do console? You no need to think so much. You just take all the document, system will check for you. So you just mark all the document and then you just click on generate. Okay, so when you click on generate, actually you may see this error message. What is this error message mean? You got some document is invalid, fail, okay, submitted, fail or pending. Okay, so do you want all these document to do consolidate? Okay, if yes, you just click yes. If no, you want to check why invalid, then you can check yourself. If no, I just don't care all this because they don't want to give me the TIN number. I just click yes will do. So once I click yes, system will, okay, checking all to become a consolidate. So you want to check before you confirm, you can just double click this amount. Okay, system will tell you that your consolidate is getting from the number, document number to which document number. If you confirm, you just click on save. Okay, so once you click on save, this one, they will submit to LHDM. And after that, you'll become a valid e-invoice. You can see that this one is already valid. And this will allow you to print out. You just click preview, okay? And then you can choose consolidate. And this one you can print out, okay, to keep a copy yourself. Like this. There is a QR code as well. When you click on this QR code, okay, you can see that supplies you general public because you are doing consolidate. And this is the consolidate e-invoice. Okay, so this is how you do the consolidate using Autocount system. Very simple. Just click all the document and do submit. So if you customer don't care, don't want to give you TIN number correct one, you just do consolidate will do. And when you come back to here, you may see that just now some of the document is invalid. So there's no status over here. And how do you know that whether this is do consolidate? Very simple. You just right click, column chooser. You can use one field called CI number. Okay, CI number, you just pull out this CI number. You can see here, there is a CI number, consolidate number over here, meaning that those without a valid, okay, this one, they'll generate as a consolidate. Okay, but you have to do yourself. System not automatic do consolidate for you. You have to do it yourself. Any other question? Okay, my screen move or not move? Okay, so you got any other question? Okay, so this is what I want to show you today's. You got question, you can type in the chat box. So I'll try to answer your question. Those non-related to e-invoice. Okay, so I want to answer. Just now you say Revision 29 can amend the invoice, but if only can be done within 70. Yes, Jane, you can amend the invoice within 72 hours. More than that, sorry, you have to do credit note. Okay, so K1 sell bill too much. Yong. Okay, so I just do a short demo. Okay, you have to know the sell bill, right? Okay, I just do a very simple demo to show you that sell bill how to do. Okay, so you can just go to the e-invoice sell bill. Okay, so whatever sell bill you do, all is already inside here. So if let's say today's you have key in the purchase invoice. Okay, so I just make a very simple because you are saying that K1, so means that you are import. So you can just do as per normal the purchase invoice. You just pick your supplier. Okay, So because for supplier, because it's overseas purchase, right? Suppose you got a TIN number for overseas. Okay, so how to create a TIN? Very simple. You just go to the tax entity maintenance, and then you just choose this is a foreign business. System automatically give you the TIN number, buyer 20, supplier 30. Okay, so you please make sure you got a TIN number for this supplier, and then as per normal, you just key in. Okay, so you just key in whatever thing you purchase. Okay, after this, you just key in. If let's say it's foreign, you key in the amount is foreign amount, no problem. Like for example, this one is Sing dollar, maybe the rate is 3.3. I just key in 3.3, and then the amount will be 3,000 Sing dollar, convert to become 9,900. Okay, so if let's say done, you can save it. Okay, you just save it. Okay, so how to become a sell bill? You just right click. Okay, inside the purchase invoice, you just right click this purchase invoice. Then you can just copy to become a new sell bill. New sell bill. You can see that all the information will be copied over here. Okay, and here you can see that source document, they will show that this sale bill is copied from PI 002. You just confirm all the information, include the classification. You are sale bill import goods, then you can choose sale bill import goods. Okay, so because they are based on the currency just now, if done, you want to key in the K1 number, right? You can just click on this one, there's an annexure. Okay, annexure, you can key in your K1 number if there is. If no, you can leave it blank. Some of them say that they may not getting the K1 number yet, so you can leave it. Now it's not compulsory, you must key in the K1 number. So if done, you can just approve. So once approved, this document, you can see that I go back to the sale bill, I refresh this document. So this document already become a valid e-invoice. You can see that. Okay, and when you go back to your purchase invoice, okay, so when you go back to a purchase invoice, there's a field called sale bill number. So it's easier for you to matching this purchase already do sale bill or not. And when you go back to your My Invoice portal, you can see that when I go back to a My Invoice portal, okay, so I just clicking this, and then you can see that there's a more detail. Inside the more detail, you can see your K1 number over here. Okay, so this is how you do the sale bill for your import goods. And if let's say this is from foreign currency, you can see that there's a foreign currency over here. It won't show any local amount, meaning that system won't show you what is the ringgit, how much. Okay, there's only show whatever currency you key in. Okay, whatever amount they will show over here. So this is how you're going to key in your sale bill for import goods. Okay, so next, transfer from group receipt is the same. Okay, why transfer from group receipt is the same. Make sure you got a TIN number, then you will do a submission. If an error is found within 72 hours, we can only cancel or void an issue. Yes, within the 72 hours, you can cancel or you can just edit and resubmit. VV. Jane can show me 15 by using IC individual. Yes, very simple. You're just using version 2.2 revision 25, I think. Above there's a function. You just go to the text entity here. Okay, so you just click on the new and you choose this is a individual, and then you choose this is the my card. And then you key in the IC number over here. Okay, anyone give me an IC number? I search for you. Anyone? Provide me an IC number. Okay, I show you. Can anyone show me the IC number? Any one of the, not yours will do. You give me any one of the IC number, I just show you. Make sure it's a correct one. Okay, someone give me the IC number. So I just paste here and then I just click on the search. So when you click on the search, you can see that the TIN number is already come out and you just click yes. They will fill you the TIN number over here, you see? The rest information you have to get from your customer, because Autocount linked to the my invoice, my tax, whatever LSTM provide, we only provide to you. They didn't provide you other information like the address, everything, so there's no. So you have to get from your customer. So this is how you can get the TIN number from Autocount system. Okay, so how to do a cell bill for his foreign worker? You just do okay, so this one I want to show you how to do foreign worker. You just do a cell bill from payment voucher, okay? NG, this one I don't want to answer you, okay, because a different scenario for this foreign worker. Any other question you have? I will end this section until 4:30, I think. If you got a question, you can ask. Okay, so I just want to make your simple, easy, okay? You can generate your e-invoice rather than you hanging there, don't know what to do. You got a question, you can ask. After this section, you ask me, I'll charge you. You ask me. Okay, can show me cell bill for rental fees. Rental fee, no different. You just issue a payment voucher. Okay, very simple. I just do a payment voucher to show you all. Seen many people asking like cell bill. Okay, how to do is you just open a new payment voucher as per normal. Like for example, today is I want to give a commission. Very simple. Commission, you have to do cell bill, right? Existing commission, you just open. Okay, you can actually just copy to a new payment voucher. Okay, so I don't want to copy, I just do a new one. New payment voucher. So please make sure you got a TIN number from this agent. And if you already maintain inside the tax entity, you can just arrow down. You can select from a list. If no, you can just add new. Then you can create a new tax entity for this person. If this one already in the list, you can just pick the person. They will come out. And then the next one, as per normal, how you pay and what you pay. Like for example, I choose my commission. And then maybe my description I will show is a commission for June. Okay, so this description I just paste over here, and then the amount is 3,005. Let's say done. I just save. As per normal, this is how you're going to generate the payment voucher. So after done, you want convert this one to become a cell bill, right? You just right click this payment voucher and you can just copy to new cell bill. Copy to new cell bill. Yes. So all the information are copy over. And then you just check all correct. Okay. This one you can see that automatic select 037. Cell bill monitoring. Confirm. You just approve. So once approved, okay, this one will direct submit to LHTM. You can see that now it's already submitted. This document, the status, sometimes slow, sometimes fast, is depending on LSTM traffic. So sometimes there'll be a lot of submission. It may take time. You can see that. Take time. So you just leave it. So once approved later, when you're coming back again, so they'll become a valid e-invoice. Okay, so this is how you're going to do the cell bill for agent, and those you want to do payment voucher, after that convert to the cell bill. Okay, how to active e-invoice API server. Please make sure you are using the revision 29. Okay, there will be auto capture, and please make sure you got the license. So this one, how to enable active the API server, please check with your vendor, because sometimes you may not get the AIP. Can I show me how to do a cell bill for renter? Cell bill for renter is the same like commission. You just fill in the person name. Can I change the UON after I have transaction? I'm not sure, Jane, what do you mean change UON? You means you already issue an invoice. After that, maybe pieces you want to change to carton, is it? Yes, you can change. After that, you'll resubmit. How come my invoice no show valid? 1, 2, 3. Just now I already told you. Please go and check. You say you set the interim relation period. If you setting this interim relation period until December, so within July to December, system won't submit e-invoice. You have to do consolidate yourself. If you want to submit all the invoice, please uncheck this one. And the invoice before you done, please one by one go and amend. Okay, how to amend? You just go to the invoice. After this, you just go inside. You go and edit here, and you just untick this consolidate. You untick this, and when you save, system will do submission for that invoice. So please make sure the document before you uncheck your this interim relation period. Okay, maybe now you tick right. You want to submit all those documents you untick before, you have to manually submit yourself. Only those after you untick and save, the invoice will submit direct. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Jane, sale bill will be also under consolidate during relation. Sale bill, no. Sale bill direct submit. Jane, sale bill direct submit. Consolidate only for those document like this. Invoice, cash sale, CNDN, AR, and post system only. The rest, you do sale bill is direct submit. Any other question? We got another 5 minutes. BV, other submit e-invoice. Notice that one of the unit price is wrong. Need to cancel invoice and issue a new invoice again, the different number. I cannot edit the unit price after I submit. If you are using revision 29 below, you have to cancel and resubmit. Okay, like for example now, this one, I'm using revision 29. If something wrong with this invoice, what I need to do is just edit. You can see that now the price is 2005. Okay, suppose I want to sell 2002. I can change the price and I can save. Okay, once I save, system will cancel my existing one. Okay, I just fill in the reason. Okay, then system will resubmit for me. Okay, this function only available on revision 29. If you want this function, please update to revision 29. If not, you go and cancel the invoice, use the new invoice number to submit. Okay, I hope Vivi will answer your question. Sariyati, if the seller issue invoice using our PC, can we change it to what? Set or piece? Can you change, then you have to resubmit. Sariwati, you have to resubmit. Can you elaborate on e-invoice register part? Oh, this one, no, sorry, that one take time. JJ, you have to ask your tax agent or your vendor. Okay, do they provide the service? My existing revision 29, do I need to upgrade? You use revision 29, you still able to submit e-invoice, just without the function of you can direct edit and resubmit. Okay, this one, my 848, what? 843, okay, I answer your question. BB, okay, thank you. Any other question? 1, 2, 3. After untick the consolidate e-invoice, why pop out there are some detail missing classification? 1, 2, 3. Please make sure e-invoice, all the line you must have a classification. Without classification, you are not allowed to submit e-invoice. Just now I already show you inside the e-invoice setting. You can preset your default classification over here. If you are not using revision 27, you are using revision 27 below, you have to set your individual item yourself. Okay, every item you have to set. Okay, what is the classification? Like this, you have to choose what is the classification. If it's not, when you issue the invoice, you have to manually select yourself. Okay, every line there is a classification, you have to select yourself. Make sure every line you got classification. If not, you are not allowed to do submission. Okay, I hope I answer your question. 1, 2, 3. Any others? We do provide online training every month. Okay, so if you're interested in our online e-invoice setting training, please join our training, but it will be charged for non-iSoft customer. We do provide on-site in-house training for this setting. Okay, you can claim for HRD. If you're interested, you can let us know. And okay, thank you. Any other question? If you have question, you can ask now. Okay, so if no question, we will end our sale bill. Also need to approve to send out. Yes, sale bill also need to approve. You need to give a user access, okay, to do sale to approve. Thank you everyone. So if you got no question, 1 more minutes, I will end out this section. I hope you all can, okay, I hope you all can submit e-invoice without any issue. Sorry, they won't have any free cars. Anything you can just refer back to the video. This video we will share inside our Facebook. Okay, you can replay. If you need, you can replay. Okay, Yong. So there's no other free section. We are charged for our Autocount E-invoice module training for every month. Now it's a free one because I know that everyone's many questions regarding how to submit without getting answer from the vendors, and we want you all simple to get the answer, so we organize this one simple for you. Well, you conduct a seminar like yesterday. Yesterday, yes. Oh yeah, yesterday, yes. Yesterday, July training, we haven't confirmed the time. So we will share out in the social media like Facebook. We will let you know when our next e-invoice setting training. Okay. Want to ask some so pro didn't provide tin, so don't provide log so ping, don't provide tin, just don't care, just submit will do. Although it's invalid, later you just do consolidate will do. Okay. I submit an e-invoice this morning, but it sure fail. Phil, please check what's the problem fail because there's many scenario why fail. Sriyanti. Okay, please check. Okay, with your vendor, what's the error message for Phil? There's many reason fail. Is it you already connected to my invoice? If no, fail how to check? You just double click, they will show you the error message. Okay. Okay, I will open until 4:40. 4:40. You got a question you can ask. Okay, you got a question you can ask. So you please double click and check what is the red color error message. Please provide to your vendor to check. If you tell like me, like this only tell me fail, I also don't know how to answer you. Okay, so if you got a question, you can ask now. Now asking is free. Okay, so any other question you have? Oh, inside the FB Live also got a question. Okay, so Melinda on your cash sale do not show the valid status. Please check the relation period. If you already untick and your customer you already fill in the TIN number, and please go on top, you go in and edit the document, and on top there's an edit, you go and uncheck this consolidate, then they will do a submission. If you didn't uncheck, system or will not send, because the setting you do the relation period is only for those new transaction. Previous transaction you have to do yourself. Invoice can do within the relation period, you can do consolidate, no problem. Okay, if remark want to put at where, Eloise Tan remark, what kind of remark? I don't know. How about deposit? If forfeit, how to do account? Account, this one non-related with invoice. I don't answer you. You please check with your vendor. Okay, how to key in? I don't answer. How about the Shopee e-invoice? We are merchant. Okay, very good question. Okay, so we know that Shopee Lazada, who issue the e-invoice? Shopee Lazada issue an e-invoice, then they'll do a sell bill to us, right? So normally what we will do, you go to the customer, and then you will create one account called Shopee, right? So inside the Shopee here, we do a setting here. You can tick this customer, do not submit e-invoice. You just click this customer, do not submit e-invoice. After you tick, you can save it. So means that later on, whatever invoice or cash sale you issue this Shopee, system won't do submit e-invoice and they won't do consolidate. Okay, right now, I create a Shopee invoice. Okay, there's no TIN number need and they won't do any consolidate. Okay, so this is how you avoid some of the customer actually they don't need to do e-invoice. Just go to the debtors maintenance to tick this is a do not submit e-invoice. Okay, so be task. This is your question and this is the answer. Suriyati, please double click the invoice. You may see the red color arrow message. We end the meeting 4:40. Okay, there's 4 minutes to go. Okay, so you got question you can ask. 4:40, we end. Yes, Peter, just key in the invoice as per normal. Those invoice, they won't do submission for e-invoice and they won't do consolidate. Just a very simple tick, do not okay, just tick in the customer will do. Okay, so you got a question you can ask. Sell bill render if payment out in end June, the boss only click approve in July. Okay, so AutoCount will take which date? AutoCount will based on the document date. Okay, based on the LSTN guide, sale bill. Okay, you must follow the date. June. Okay, so means that you only can bet that 3 days. That's all. You for the sale bill, you only can bet that 3 days. If, like for example, you issue sale bill on 20 of June, but you go and approve on 1st July, they'll show you it's error. You can't submit. Based on the sale bill date. Okay, based on the sale bill date. Not based on payment voucher, based on the sale bill date. Sale bill on June, boss approve. Like for example, you see, let's say this one I convert. Okay, I do another one. Cash book. I create a cash book. Okay, so 20. Okay, so I convert to cell view. Okay, so system of flow today's date. If you put 20, if this one is okay out of your e-invoice date, so this document they won't submit to for e-invoice. Let's say I save to a draft. Okay, so you can see that must equal, okay, or the e-invoice start date. Okay, so if you got 3rd June, okay, this one they won't happen. Or if you put like this future date, okay, you can submit, but they will show the error message. Okay, for sale bill, you cannot bill future date. Okay, your bad debt only 3 days. So Jane, this is the answer. Okay, 1 more minute to go. 1 more minute to go. So those who like to replay this video, then you can just go to the Facebook. Okay, we are sharing the Facebook. You can replay the video. If some you miss out, okay, so you can replay from the video. Okay, thank you all. I will end the meeting, end the Zoom, end the live. Okay, thank you for your coming. I hope I can help you. So if other question, please refer back to your vendors. So if you need anything you want to discuss with us, you can contact us. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye.